Well, now to a story you'll only see here on ABC Big 2 News. Here in the Permian Basin, veterans are remembered by many, but one in particular has made a bigger impact directly on the Odessa community. David Gallivan was in the military for 22 years before he came back to Odessa and taught JROTC in Ector County for 27 years. Gallivan passed away last month at the age of 83. ABC Big 2's Rachel Hallam joins us now live from Odessa with more from the family.
Rachel, family says he left an incredible impact on his surrounding Odessans.
That's right. Now, most of you are probably wondering why I'm here outside of Flipped in Odessa, but the family says Gallivan was actually their first customer, and he used to come here every single day and making a huge impact on those who worked here without even knowing it. And the family says that's exactly who he was. They said that he is exactly who they thought they were, and they're glad to see that others have loved him the way that they have.
He lived a life of service in one way or the other, from start to end.
David H. Gallivan was a proud veteran who served his country for more than 20 years before retiring. He passed away last month, but of course left a lasting impact.
Being proud of the man he was and hearing how he affected people and hearing those stories, it makes you proud.
Gallivan joined the Air Force right out of high school before joining the Army. After 2 tours in Vietnam and 1 in Korea, he chose to settle down in Odessa, Texas. But he wasn't done serving his country or his community.
He was very proud of serving his country and being an American, and he passed it on to me as his daughter and then to his grandchildren.
Gallivan decided to take on the role of teacher at what used to be Ector High School and later moved to Odessa High, where he became the Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps teacher for more than 20 years and continued his impact on the next generation.
Probably when I was a young adult or a little bit older is when I started realizing how much, but I didn't realize how much he did behind the scenes and didn't take credit for.
Donna Scholl, one of David Gallivan's daughters, said seeing others love her father the way family did was shocking, but in the best way.
It was overwhelmingly positive. I mean, it felt so good to know that they loved him like we did, that they understood that, he gave more than he took.
And his grandson Jason said it meant more to them to know he was so impactful on others besides themselves.
Knowing everything that he did, the impact that he had on so many people's lives, it feels good to know that. And it feels good to be able to share that with everybody because we get to share him with everybody.
Gallivan also coached the drill team, who the family says became another part of his family.
He cared about each individual person as much as the group as a team. And they became his family. I mean, he was with them all the time.
And Jason said it was extremely important to see someone as influential as his grandfather in his community.
He's the type of person that's the backbone of a community. Somebody who takes care of the community, takes care of the people, who has an impact on the community with nobody ever knowing.
Now, as we showed you, Gallivan continued to serve his country even after his retirement, and most of his family decided to follow in his footsteps. They said they'd like to thank all of those in Odessa who decided to pay their respects to their loved ones. Reporting live in Odessa, Rachel Hallam, ABC Big 2 News.